Welcome to Spotlight Sessions, where we shine a
What's
light
your
on
story?
incredible. What does accessibility mean to you?
What's your mission?
Hello, and welcome to accessiBe's Spotlight Sessions. These are conversations with disability changemakers and leaders helping to build a more inclusive world. I'm your host for today's episode. My name is Sapir Yarden. I head up accessiBe's nonprofit partnership program, and I'm very excited for our conversation today with Michael Novakovich. So welcome, Michael.
Sapir, thanks for having me on.
We're so excited to talk to you about your organization. But first, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm happy to. I'm a Harley riding, scuba diving, drum playing adventurer with a passion for life. I have an amazing wife who's my action adventure buddy. We have two boxer puppies. They're females. They're named after professional boxers, lady boxers. One's named Riker, one's named Breakus. And I'm a lifelong learner. I'm currently pursuing a doctorate in organizational change and leadership at USC.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on all of that. And to get us started, tell us a little bit about Columbia Ability Alliance.
Yeah, so just this past month, we renamed and rebranded our 61-year-old organization to Columbia Ability Alliance. And we did it to really center our clients in everything we do, reaffirm our commitment to the people that we work with and serve. It also recognizes the alliance portion of our name, that everything we do is done in partnership. We partner with our clients, we partner with caregivers, we partner with area employers and individuals throughout our community to build a more inclusive community for all to enjoy. For the past 61 years, we've been removing barriers to employment and social inclusion for individuals, not only with intellectual and developmental disabilities, but also from other marginalized communities, people with barriers in their lives. We're a social enterprise. We're actually a small conglomerate. We own 3 for-profit businesses that help fund our 5 nonprofit mission services. It also provides us a great vehicle to get our message out in the community. And then on the nonprofit side of the house, those 5 mission services, we have employment services. We're working on direct employment within our community for individuals with disabilities. Great opportunities there. We have a great community that's very much embracing the work that we do and the clients that we serve, which is super cool. We work on mock interviews, resume writing, skills development, and of course, we have person-centered plans to really understand the individuals that we work with. What are their wants, wishes, and desires in terms of career and job pursuits? We have a program called Opportunity Kitchen. It's a vocational training program. I'm going to steal some shtick from our executive training chef. His name's Derek Smith. He likes to say we're teaching life skills and knife skills. So we're teaching front and back of house kitchen staff. We train up baristas. We have a high job placement rate out in our community. But it's also life skills development, the soft skills, the things that we need to be successful in all of our relationships in the workplace, but with our families and out in the community. We have a day program that's called the Community Center, and I love that place. When I walk in there, it's like entering Cheers. If you're familiar, Sapir, instead of hearing Norm, I hear Michael, and it's all high fives and knuckles and just good stuff. But it's respite care, but we do life skills development there and social inclusion. We head out into our community to have a variety of adventures with our clients, and then we bring different community partners in to do everything from fitness classes and cooking classes to interactive music. There's a drum circle that happens every Wednesday. I'm a drummer. One day I actually drug my drum set down here and I rocked out with our clients. It was pretty cool. We operate several federal contracts. So for 30 years, over 30 years actually, we've been providing services to the federal building in Richland, Washington, one of the cities here in our community. And we've been doing that not only janitorial services, but grounds maintenance services. Then we have another federal contract where we have a team of our clients that clock in. There are employees that are producing welding hood socks for the U.S. Navy, for the Naval Shipyards in Bremerton, Washington. And then our final mission service is something called Empowerment Place. And it's really supportive services or wraparound services where we can assist our clients with temporary housing, assistance with food or transportation, connectivity to other social service agencies throughout our community, and a whole lot more. But that's kind of us, not so much in a nutshell, but that's Columbia Ability Alliance.
It's hard to not become a bigger and bigger fan of your organization as you hear the passion that you have for it and the amazing work that you're doing. So it's so incredible hearing about the partnership aspect and then the life skills and the employment opportunities and really understanding the essence of your community and making the contributions and collaborations where they matter. So well done. I'm so excited to learn more.
We have a cool team. I get to work with cool people every day. Cool people doing work for cool people, and we're getting cool stuff done.
Nice. I love it. So, what motivated you to join the organization? How did you get involved?
Yeah, so my career endeavors have really had two focuses. One of them wasn't intentional. The first one is building a better community. And the organizations I've been a part of, I've had great opportunities to do that with some pretty cool team members, getting some cool things done. But the other part has been change management. And so I was recruited by our board of directors to bring about change here to drive greater impact with our team for in our community for the people that we're serving, which is exciting. I was excited about the complexity of running this social enterprise. There's lots going on, and of course, the impact it has. But the thing I was most excited about was truly building a better community for all to enjoy. I have family members, I have friends with intellectual and developmental disabilities, so our mission really hits home.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the CDC now says that 27% of the US population has a disability. But the interesting conversation about that is disability meets everyone at a different point in time. And so even if it's 27% that have the disability now, we need to make sure that accommodations and supports are made for everyone at any time so that everyone can feel included.
It's awesome. I will tell you, I was on my, I think it was my first day, first or second day here. There is a young lady that has shown up in different promotional endeavors that we do. And I didn't realize it at the time. There was just so much to absorb. It's a friend of mine's daughter. And we're musicians. We happen to be rocking out. And he says, I am just so excited that you went to work for CAA. They found a job for my daughter. And I hadn't made the connection. It was out of context. And anyways, we're doing good stuff.
I love that. It's great when things hit close to home. Do you have other memorable experiences that you want to share or anything that's had a lasting impact on you?
Yeah, absolutely. So earlier in my career, I had joined a new agency, and sometime shortly after my arrival, I made a mistake. And the only way to correct it was going to be spending some money. We were going to have to write a check, and it could have delayed something we were working on. So I immediately went into my boss's office. He was our executive director. I told him about the error that I had made. I had an action plan with three different options and opportunities to correct this, including how I was going to avoid doing this thing again. And something I didn't see coming is my executive director provided me with grace. He was truly understanding. Said, "Well, it's all going to be good, Michael." And he picked one of the options I had, and I went and took care of business. But the thing that I've done since that time is I've been endeavoring to pay that forward and provide grace to the people that I work with. We're human. We're going to make mistakes, and it really helps to build trust and allows us all to get something much bigger done.
I absolutely love that story. And I think it also touches close to the work that you're doing with the employment and the life skills and how to be in that sort of professional setting and to be confident and to be with grace. Um, can you tell us a little bit about what comes to mind for you when you hear about access in the workplace or what it's like hiring people with disabilities?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing, and for providers like us, we need to have the conversations with our community, have the conversation with the employers, of course, but set realistic expectations. But the biggest piece of accessibility is employers having that trust and being open to providing these opportunities, opening their doors and recognizing there's going to be some unexpected benefits that come along with this. The impacts to our businesses when we open our doors to individuals with disabilities is pretty profound. And I think in our communities too, it's is we our communities can partner to create greater access, really drive inclusion. And I'll give you an example of it. One of our performing arts groups here in our community is called Mid Columbia Ballet. They have a lot of performance annually, but their big one annually is the Nutcracker that happens, around Christmas time. They actually do a sensory friendly performance And it's not the only type of activity they do. They do dance classes. They've got, I wish I could think of the name of it, but it's really focused on individuals with disabilities. And this is, in my mind, if we see more of these activities and our communities can better understand what this might look like, what the benefit is, and really recognize, too, the outcomes that it has, not only on an individual, but what it means for our community at large. It's pretty powerful stuff.
Absolutely. So, do you have a message for the business community about what they could be doing to employ more people with disabilities, better recruit? What are some tips that you have there?
Yeah. So I kind of three things come to mind for me. Opening the doors to provide these opportunities for individuals with disabilities is, that first step. And I about guarantee you're going to have some unexpected, very positive outcomes from this. And we can unpack that if you want. But I think, providing opportunities for individuals within your organization. So if you have a diverse workforce, if you've opened the doors to provide an opportunity for an individual with a disability or disabilities, maybe you have many individuals, to let their voices be heard. And I think, when we look at relationships, when we find people like ourselves, it's easier to establish trust. But if we really want to drive creativity and innovation, we need to look for people unlike ourselves. And there's this untapped resource within our organizations, or there can be if you employ clients like the people that we support. That's super powerful. And then the other thing I would say is for businesses, include individuals with disabilities if they're working for you, in your promotional endeavors, and not as a token display, but to really show that your organization is providing these employment opportunities and really what that means. But also from the consumer side of things, when we see ourselves in these campaigns, we can, we feel welcome, we feel like we belong. And then for these businesses, they've got a greater opportunity to gain a new client and do some real good for our community.
I think that's really powerful. So, I agree with you there. Uh, Coming off of the end of the brand refresh that your organization just did, what were some surprising things that you've learned about your organization, and where are you excited to take things going forward?
Oh boy, I'll tell you, so internally our team was on fire. We were excited. This brand took about a year to develop. We had our clients and caregivers and other community partners, people invested in this space that fed into it, which was awesome. It's been the community receiving it. We hear it time and again. Two things: they love our brand mark, which has these three individuals kind of joined together, and truly everything we get done is happening in partnerships, and we hope our clients recognize themselves in that brand mark. But it was the fact that our prior name was Columbia Industries. Back when sheltered employment really was a thing, it really reflected what we did and did for a lot of years. Now, when you look at our name, what we hear from our community is we love that abilities is centered in your name, and we feel our clients are centered in that, and we recognize and celebrate their unique abilities, and our communities really latched on to that message. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I've been seeing it from the outside, and it looks amazing, and it's so fun to witness a nonprofit doing that sort of innovation and work in collaboration with your community and with the businesses that you partner with as well.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. So my final question for you today, and I'm sad this conversation's ending, but my final question is, if everyone could do one bit to make the world more inclusive, what do you think that would be?
Yeah, I'd celebrate. I'd encourage everyone to celebrate the unique abilities that each of us possess. We truly do have something to offer. Individuals with disabilities have a unique ability, and there's a special gift wrapped up in that. You can experience cool people, and if we can do this, we can build better communities, truly, for all of us to enjoy.
Michael, thank you so much for being a guest on the Spotlight Sessions.
Sapir, thank you so much.
Amazing. And to all of our viewers and listeners, thank you for tuning into this episode. You can follow along by subscribing to our channel. You can also follow us on Instagram at accessiBe_community. We'll link Michael's organization, Columbia Ability Alliance, below. Thank you so much. See you next time.